Good morning, students. So here in the last class what we have completed means, so animals, different types of animals, their food habits, which body parts are involved in eating the food, which senses do all the animals use for collecting the food, etc. So and also you have seen about the different types of animals like frog, lizard, cow, dog, etc. So how do they obtain their food by using different senses, etc. And also we have come across the natural scavengers and also the ruminants. So here what are ruminants? We have seen the examples of cow, goat, sheep, etc. So here again we have seen the dog, how do the dog uses its body parts, lion, what are the differences between these two animals in using their body parts, etc. So here next we have the topic food chain. So here what is the food chain? So here we know very well that all the living organisms need food for the life processes and also to get energy to do various types of works, etc. So some organisms can produce their own food and some organisms cannot produce their own food. So can you give examples for the organisms which produce their own food? So here we know very well the organisms that can produce their own food are the plants and matter. So and the animals cannot prepare their own food and they depend on other organisms for their food. So depending on the type of feeding habits, these organisms are mainly divided into two types. So what are those two types means? Producers and consumers. So these are the two types. So what are producers means? So the organisms that can produce their own food are called producers, and also the living things which uses the sun as a source of energy to prepare their food are called producers. So ఏ ఆర్గనిజమ్స్ అయితే సన్ యొక్క ఎనర్జీని యూజ్ చేసి ఫుడ్ను ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకుంటాయో వాటిని ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ అని అంటారు. So a consumer is an organism that eats other living plant or animals. So all animals comes under consumers. Anni animals దాదాపు consumers కిందకి వస్తాయి because they can't prepare their own food and they also depend on other animals or plants for their food. So here we have to question yourself. So what will happen if all the animals eat the plants? So here అన్ని animals ఈ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్లో ఉన్నటువంటి అన్ని ప్లాంట్స్ని తినేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? సో హియర్ వాట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ మీన్స్, సో వీ నో వెరీ వెల్ దట్ ప్లాంట్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ us fresh air in the form of oxygen, and also plants are mainly useful for timely rains. సో ప్లాంట్స్ అనేవి ఎక్కువగా ఉండడం వల్ల సకాలంలో వర్షాలు పడటం అండ్ ఆల్సో మనకు మంచి ఫ్రెష్ ఎయిర్ అనేది కూడా ప్లాంట్స్ నుంచి వస్తుంది. కానీ అనిమల్స్ అనేవి ప్లాంట్స్ అన్నిటినీ తినేస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే వి కాంట్ గెట్ ఫ్రెష్ ఎయిర్ అండ్ ద అదర్ లివింగ్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ కెనాట్ లివ్ అండ్ టోటల్లీ ద బ్యాలెన్స్ ఇన్ ద నేచర్ విల్ బి డిస్టర్బ్. సో ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు మెయింటైన్ ఏ ప్రాపర్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఇన్ ద నేచర్, సో హియర్ ద ఫుడ్ చైన్ ఈజ్ important. So what is this food chain means? So in order to maintain a balance in the nature, animals follow their food habits. So basing on their food habits, the consumers are again of three types. So what are those three types? First one is primary consumers, second one secondary consumers, and the third one tertiary consumers. So primary consumers, so are the organisms that they eat the producers. So producers అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ప్లాంట్స్ అన్నమాట. ప్లాంట్స్ని ఏవైతే తింటాయో అవన్నీ కూడా ప్రైమరీ కన్జ్యూమర్స్ కింద వస్తాయి. సో మెయిన్లీ ద హర్బివోర్ అనిమల్స్ లైక్ కౌ, goat, sheep, etc. These all comes under the primary consumers. So next one is the secondary consumers. So these organisms eat the primary consumers anamata. So example, they include the carnivores such as the many birds, frog, fox, etc. Next you have the tertiary consumers. So these organisms, they eat the secondary consumers. Here all the carnivore animals like lion, tiger, wolf, etc. these are all comes under the tertiary consumers. So here if you observe in a forest, so for example the deer eats the grass anamata. So and in turn the deer is eaten by the tiger. So in an ecosystem, in any ecosystem, so there is a chain like a relationship between the organisms that live there. సో ఏ ఎకోసిస్టమ్ చూసుకున్నా కూడా అక్కడ ఒక చైన్ లాంటి రిలేషన్షిప్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు డీర్ ప్లాంట్స్ ఆర్ గ్రాస్ని తినడము, నెక్స్ట్ ఆ డీర్ టైగర్ చేత తినబట్టము, ఇట్ ఈజ్ లైక్ ఏ చైన్ లైక్ రిలేషన్షిప్ అనమాట. సో దిస్ సీక్వెన్స్ ఆఫ్ వన్ organism eating the another organism, it is called as the food chain. So this is called as the food chain anamata. So this food chain describes how the organism get its energy and nutrients by eating the other organisms. ఈ ఫుడ్ చైన్ అనేది మనకు ఏం చెప్తుందంటే ఒక ఆర్గానిజం దానికి న్యూట్రియంట్స్ని, ఎనర్జీని ఎలా దాని బాడీకి లభిస్తాయో వాటి గురించి తెలియజేస్తుంది అనమాట. అండ్ ఆల్సో దిస్ ఫుడ్ చైన్ షోస్ ద రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ ద ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ అండ్ ద కన్జ్యూమర్స్ ఆల్సో. సో ఫుడ్ చైన్ మెయిన్లీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్స్ ద ఇంటర్డిపెండెన్స్. ఫుడ్ చైన్ మెయిన్లీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్స్ ద ఇంటర్డిపెండెన్స్ ఆఫ్ వన్ ఆర్గానిజం ఆన్ ద అనదర్ ఆర్గానిజం. So next here we have the topic energy flow in the food chain. So energy flow. So how does the energy flow in the food chain? So here you have one picture there in your textbook. Sunlight, plant, grasshopper. That grasshopper is eaten by the frog. Frog is eaten by the crow, like that. So here you have some questions. What is the source of energy in a food chain? So here you can say that sunlight. Sunlight is the source of energy in this food chain. Next, how does the grasshopper get its energy? So this grasshopper feeds on the leaves of plants and get its energy. And also here what happens to the crow if a frog was removed from the food chain? So frog ni food chain nunchi remove cheste crow paristhiti enti? So here crow cannot get its food anamata. Next, what is the role of mushroom in the given picture? So here in the food chain diagram we have also given the mushroom. So mushrooms, these are white in color and they cannot synthesize their own food. So then how do they get their food? So these mushrooms mainly grow on the dead and decaying matter. So dead plants and animals. So here these bacteria and fungi such as mushrooms get energy by the breakdown of the dead plants and animals. So these are called as the decomposers. So what is the function of these decomposers means? So they break down the complex substances into simple substances, so that goes into the soil and are used by the plants. So ఈ decomposers mainly చేసే పని ఏమంటే కాంప్లెక్స్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ని సింపుల్గా మార్చి సో వాటిని సాయిల్లోకి పంపిస్తాయి అన్నమాట. సో దట్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ విల్ బి యూజ్డ్ బై ద ప్లాంట్స్ ఫర్ దేర్ గ్రోత్. సో హియర్ ఫర్ దిస్ reason. So thus they help in a cycling of the materials between the producers, consumers and the soil. So for this reason they are called as the recyclers. So decomposers are also called as the recyclers. So here like this, how they are called as recyclers means, for example this mushroom, for example plants will grow. So after dying, these mushrooms or or bacteria and fungi grow on these dead plants and animals and convert the complex substances into simple substances. అవి మళ్ళీ సాయిల్లోకి పంపించడం, ఆ సాయిల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ని మళ్ళీ ప్లాంట్స్ వాటి గ్రోత్కి యూస్ చేసుకోవడము, ఇటువంటివన్నీ జరుగుతాయి అన్నమాట. సో హియర్ ఇది రీసైక్లింగ్ జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో ఫర్ దిస్ రీజన్ ద డికంపోజర్స్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ద రీసైక్లర్స్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ ద energy flow in the food chain. So here mainly this food chain shows the relationship between one organism and the another organism in obtaining their food, deriving energy, etc. So how do they depend on other animals for their food, etc. So one animal is eaten by the another animal. So it is a nature's law in order to maintain proper balance in the nature anamata. So next one you have here the food web. Food web. So food chains cannot always be represented in the form of a straight line. So food chains eppudu kuda straight line lone represent cheyadam kudaradu anamata. So a branch, they can be branched with several food chains, so connected to each other to form a web. Web means you might have known about the spider web, how it will be like this round. So like this the connection of several food chains leads to the formation of a web like structure. So that is called as the food web. So the system of interconnected food chains, it is called as the food web anamata. So like this the food chains also can be represented or linked in the form of the food web anamata. So if you observe carefully in the textbook, you can see the food web, how they are connected, how one animal is connected to the another animal, or one organism will be connected to more than one organism in the form of this web anamata. So next you have animal colonies and food. Animal colonies. So do the animals live in colonies? Yes, there are some animals which move in groups or which live in colonies. So the best examples are the ants, and also you can find the elephants moving in groups and also living in groups. So here this textbook you have given about the ants. So the wonder world of ants given. So in our houses also you might have come across these ants moving in groups from one place to the another place. So ants do a lot of things. So ants do a lot of things anamata. So their colony has a large ant forces to do work. So here in the ant colony you can find 4 types of ants anamata. So what are those? So they are the workers, soldiers, next male and female ants. So these are the 4 types of ants anamata. So here in this ants colony, what is the work of the ant workers means, so here the workers collect and maintain the food stock for the others in the colony and also do the other duties also. So here these workers collect and maintain the stock of food for the other ants in the colony along with the several other duties. And also in this colony the ants will keep a special type of insect called aphids. Special type of insects called aphids. So just as we keep the cows for milk, so these ants keep this insect for known as the aphids. So ants are also good farmers just like us. So they cut the leaves into pieces and create a bed to grow a type of fungus on that leaves. సో మనము మా ఫార్మర్స్ ఎలాగైతే బాగా వర్క్ చేస్తారో యాంట్స్ కూడా ఆ విధంగానే బాగా హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేసేవన్నమాట. సో అవి ఏం చేస్తాయంటే లీవ్స్ని పీసెస్గా కట్ చేసి దే విల్ క్యారీ ఇట్ ఆన్ దేర్ బ్యాక్ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ బెడ్, ఒక బెడ్ లాగా తయారు చేసి ఇన్ దట్ దే గ్రో ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఫంగస్ అనమాట. సో ఆ ఫంగస్ని అవి ఎందుకు గ్రో చేసుకుంటాయంటే ఇన్ టర్న్ టు ఈట్. So that fungus is taken as a food by the ants to eat anamata. So like that the ants living in groups do a various types of activities. And in ants there are 4 types. There are the soldiers, male, female and the aphids. So this is the lesson, animals and their food anamata. So what we have learned in this lesson. So once you have to go through the lesson and all the important points that are the ruminants. So natural scavengers also. Why we call the crow and vulture as the natural scavengers means because they remove the waste and also the dead and decaying matter which is present in the earth or which is present in the soil and keep the environment clean. So for that purpose the crows and vultures are called as the natural scavengers. And also we have seen how do the birds eat their food. We have seen different types of beaks, how do they eat the food with their beaks. And also in ducks you have seen in birds like ducks you have seen in beaks teeth like structures that are nothing but they act as the filters in order to filter the water and other particles which are present in that water. So and also we can see the same type of structures in the fish also. Next, ruminants. You have also come across the ruminants. So ruminant animals are the animals which do not eat and chew the food at a time. So first when they collect the grass, so they directly take that food into the stomach anamata. So and after when the cows are in leisure time they bring about that food from the stomach again into the mouth anamata and they chew that grass continuously. So that process it is called as the rumination anamata. So and not only the cow but also the goat, sheep, etc. These are also comes under the ruminant animals. Next we have seen cow, dog, lion, lizard, frog. So how do the lizard and the frog uses its sticky tongue to catch the insects. So here whenever they open their tongue to the outside, the insects when come and fall on their tongue they get stick on to that tongue anamata. So and whenever the insect sticks on to their tongue that insect will be taken into the mouth and they swallow it anamata. So like that the frog and lizard uses its tongue to catch the insects and to swallow it anamata. So like this we have seen different animal food habits and different types of beaks of birds, etc. So this is and also the food chain. So the how the there is a connection for one organism to the another organism and energy flow in the food chain. Next, food web and also the colonies, animal colonies, and also we have seen the wonder world of ants and how do they obtain their food. So here in the on the back side of this lesson you have some blanks and also the choosers. So once you read the lesson and fill up that choosers and blanks, and also write the question and answers from your study material in the notebook and so this is about the lesson. So next class we shall see the next lesson, and also don't neglect writing the notes, the question and answers, and also you have to learn the question and answers also. So that's all for today's lesson.